Hello dear students, we are going to learn our topic today, cell, type of cells under the chapter cell, the basic unit of life. Today's topic is type of cells, especially prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. You can see the diagram prepared on the board are typical prokaryotic cells. This is a structure of bacteria, you can say, structure of bacteria. Structure of bacteria, and bacterial cell is a prokaryotic cell, and prokaryotic cell is differ from the eukaryotic cells, and some differences between prokaryotic eukaryotic cells you can see. First let us see the structure of prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells is different from eukaryotic cells generally in size. The prokaryotic cells having size range from 1 to 10 micron, while eukaryotic cell having size up to the 10 to 100 micron, about 5 to 100 you can say. The basic difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells is possesses incipient nucleus in prokaryotic cells. Incipient nucleus means chromatins. Here chromatins is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. Here the chromatin material is present in the bacteria is open form. This is called nucleoid region where chromatin is found. Okay, the prokaryotic cell surrounded by the cell membrane and cell wall, and around the cell wall some slime layer also found in majority of the bacteria. In external surface of the bacteria you can see two type of structure. First is a fimbriae and second is a flagellum. Flagellum especially provide motility to the bacteria, while fimbriae and pili, this is also called pilus, pili in plural form. This is a singular word. This help in the this is found in some gram-negative bacteria. Gram-negative bacteria, it means that it help pili or fimbriae help in the transfer of genetic material at the time of formation of conjugation tube. Conjugation is a process by which bacteria reproduce itself by transferring its genetic material. This pilus help in the formation of conjugation tube. Pili help in the streaming movement, especially creating a type of streamings on the surface of the bacteria. That is the very important structures. Now this is a mesosomes. Mesosomes is also called bacterial mitochondria because it found some respiratory pigments, and these respiratory pigments help to produce energy for the bacteria. Students, the prokaryotic cells, especially if talking about the cyanobacteria, some having bacterial plastid. Cyanobacteria having plastid because cyanobacteria are photosynthetic in nature, photosynthesizing. Not all bacteria having this bacterial plastid, only some cyanobacteria, especially you know that cyanobacteria known by another name is called blue-green algae. Okay, blue-green algae having this type of structures. Now the having cytoplasm in the cells, and polyribosomes, group of ribosomes are found. Ribosomes are found in the case of single ribosomes, found in case of prokaryotic cells, but ribosome is 70S ribosome. At the time of eukaryotic description, I explained about the ribosomes in eukaryotic cell is 80S. Here only 70S ribosome. And you know that ribosome is not account under the cell organelles. It is a non-membrane cell organelles. This is just formed by the combination of RNA as well as some proteins, and that form structures, especially that structure is known as ribosomes. Now this is a extracircular DNA that are found in some bacterial cells. This is called plasmid. Plasmid can be defined as the extra chromosomal genetic material. Main genetic material in the bacterial cell is this chromatin that found in nucleoid region, and this is a extracircular DNA that found in the bacterial cell is called plasmid. Plasmid is called extra chromosomal genetic material, okay, extra chromosomal genetic material, and I think it having more advantage in the molecular genetics, because this plasmid can be used in the biotechnological experiments at the time of if a person going to copy any DNA sequence, especially if going to transfer any gene into the bacteria for proper production of drugs, any type of proteins, that plasmid you can use in the biotechnological experiment. What if you listen, not till now you have not listened about the plasmid structures, but in class 12 chapter 9 and 10 you have performed detailed study about the 10 and 11 also, detailed study about the plasmid and their functions. Okay, this is plasmid is also known by another name, is called vector DNA. Especially flagellum also categorized in many categories. Some bacteria having flagella single, monotrichous. On the basis of presence of flagellum in the bacterial cell, bacteria are classified in many categories. If flagellum absent, called atrichous bacteria. If flagellum present, if single side, monotrichous, both side, lophotrichous, all side, peritrichous. This all classification of bacteria on the basis of presence of flagellum. Okay, the cell wall of the bacteria is made up of chemicals called peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan is a derivative of two chemical compound called NAM, N-acetyl muramic acid, and NAG, N-acetyl glucosamine. This is found in the cell wall of typical bacterial cell. Okay, now students, after discussion of prokaryotic cell, let us see the structure of eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cell further classified into two type of cells, generally eukaryotic. First is a plant cell and second is a animal cell. Animal cell. First is a plant cell and second is a animal cell. Both plant and animal cell are originate after a plant cell, especially eukaryotic cell, originate after the prokaryotic cells. If we considering evolution, the first simplest form of evolution, then the complexity occur over passing year. Okay, this is only due to the you can say the eukaryotic cell generally originate from the prokaryotic type of organism. Okay, so this one is a eukaryotic cell. Till now they are classified, they are of two types, plant cell as well as animal cells. Okay, just wait. Out of these two eukaryotic cell, plant and animal cell, I am going to prepare the structure of plant cell. This is a plant cell. This is a membrane of another cell. This is a cell membrane. Cell membrane, you can say cell membrane and plasma membrane. This is a cell wall. Between cellular connection, it provides cellular connection. Plasma membrane. Cell wall having a pore, this is called plasmadesma. This is a cell wall having a pore called plasmadesmata. This is also called plasmodesmal connection. And this is a plant cell possesses a large vacuole, and membrane of vacuole is called tonoplast. Beside this, some small vacuoles are also found in this case, but animal cell these large vacuoles are not present. And this is a nucleus. This is a double membrane bound cell organelles, nucleus. Due to formation of large vacuoles, nucleus shifted in the peripheral region. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosome are attached on the surface. This is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. And the ribosome not attached to the surface is smooth, surface becomes smooth, and so it is called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the chromatin is found. This is a chromatin. This is a nuclear membrane. Outer and inner nuclear membrane are present in this case. Nuclear membrane. This is a nuclear pore. Okay. This is a nuclear pore. Golgi body is also found in the plant cell. This is known as dictyosome. Beside this, some ribosomes are also found. This is a ribosome. A ribosome is also ATS type in eukaryotic cell. This is a plant cell, possesses plastid, and plastid in plant cell are of three type. Plant cell, especially three type, having three type of plastid. First one is a chloroplast, second chromoplast, and third is a elaioplast. Chloroplast having green photosynthetic pigments help in the photosynthesizing of the plant. Okay, and chromoplast especially provide colorful appearance to the plants. This is all are plastid. And elaioplast help in storage function. It help in the protein, fat, starch storation, especially called elaioplast. And the elaioplast further categorized into the proteinoplast, lipoplast, as well as elaioplast. I think I am forgetting it this time. Starch storing plastid is called. Just wait. And another structures that are found in plant cell is called mitochondria. This is a mitochondria. I am not going to discuss about the number of mitochondria plastid, how many number are found in here. This is a mitochondria. And inside the cell some cytoplasm are also found. This is a cytoplasm, a liquid materials that present inside the cell is called cytoplasm. Inside the nucleus, nucleoplasm are found. Nucleoplasm. So what is a protoplasm? The all cytoplasm with all cell organelles that present inside the cell is called protoplasm. And according to Huxley, protoplasm is the physical basis of life. Physical basis of life. Okay? The protoplasm is the basic. If protoplasm is living, all cytoplasmic cell are under work, all cell organelles performing work. It means that cell is life, cell performing function in the body, and body also performing function by the basic of the cell. This is the structure of plant cell, students. But the animal cell is also prepared like this, but cell wall is absent in that case. Plastid absent in that case. No, here no centriole is found, but animal centriole is found. Okay, here large vacuoles are present in the plant cell, but in animal cell vacuoles is too small if present, and in some cases no vacuoles are found. Okay, but such type of large vacuole is not found. The vacuoles having extra liquid, especially called cell water with sap, that store inside it under scarce condition. This supply nutrition to the the water and sap to the cell. And this is a structures that are present on the attached with the nuclear membrane from all sides. This is a Golgi body, and in plant cell it is called dictyosome. Now students, so what is the basic difference between plant and animal cell? Basically focus on 4 points. First, plant cell possesses cell wall, and due to which its shape, size, structure is fixed, but animal cell not possesses cell wall. In plant cell possesses plastid, plant cell possesses plastid, animal cell does not. Okay, plant cell having large vacuoles, animal cell having small vacuoles are absent. Okay, now the plant cell having in place of Golgi body dictyosome are found, animal cell Golgi body are found. In animal cell centriole are found. Here in plant cell no centrioles. Okay, so centriole is one of the important cell organelles which help in the division of cell, Students, now focus between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells generally, I already told you that they differ in size. Prokaryotic cell about up to 10 micron, but eukaryotic cell up to 100 micron in size. The prokaryotic cell having incipient nucleus, eukaryotic cell having well-defined nucleus. All type of cell organelles found in eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic cell having not well-defined cell organelles in this case. It is totally absent. Basically, some ribosomes and this type of bacterial plastid in cyanobacteria are also present in this case. But here all mitochondria, plastid, Golgi body, cell membrane, large endoplasmic reticulum, these all things are present in the eukaryotic cells. Here prokaryotic cell, no nucleus, no nucleolus. Here nucleus plus nucleolus are found. Inside the nucleus, nucleolus are found. Okay, so this one is one difference. Membrane bound cell organelles absent in prokaryotic cell, present in eukaryotic cells. This prokaryotic cell divide by the budding, fission, mitosis, amitosis, but eukaryotic cell only divide by meiosis as well as mitotic division. This is a main and important characteristic feature between difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic animals. Okay, so this one is a different differences. On this basis we can differentiate prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Students, I am forgetting some point, but you can, if you open your book, side book, and you can find many differences. Here eukaryotic cell having some additional cell organelles like spherosome, peroxisome, lomosome, lomosomes. This type of structure is also found at the time of respiration. And description of photosynthesis and respiration discussion, I will explain at that time the type of such type of cell organelles like spirosomes, how they involve in respiration or photosynthesis. What is a peroxisome? This is also a discussion at that time. Here students, you cannot be prepared because it is a single membrane bound cell organelles and very small teeny cell organelles that present inside the eukaryotic cells. So this one is the basic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Between plant cell and animal cell I discussed orally. Okay, so this one is a you can say the plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, okay, suberin. This is a different constituent of cell wall of plant cell, because plant cell are not a single type. It is a multicellular organ level organized body. That's why many type of cells especially found in the case of plants. That's why different cell differ in the composition of cell wall. Okay, some living cells, meristematic cells made up of cellulose, some dead cells is made up of suberin, some other cell made up of hemicellulose. This one is a different constituent of cell wall. Okay, plant cells, some having dividing capacity called meristematic according to your previous knowledge I can say here, and some cell are not having dividing capacity called permanent. Here not need to explain such things, only this is a topic of cell, the basic unit of life. So just here I am only discuss about the cell. Thank you students. In next class we will learn about the each and every cell organelles one by one. Thank you.